Video games hold a special place in my life. In saying that, some video games are definitely better than others, and some have stuck with me so much throughout the years that I just thought I'd express my love for them. And on the internet lately, there's been these things called the favorite 3x3s. Essentially, they're just 9 video games that I love to death. And because I'm an artist, I thought I'd just draw them, so this is a speed draw video. Right, so the way this is going to work is I'm just going to do a quick voiceover and then leave you to the drawing, but I just want to say that Animal Crossing New Horizons has been one of the most addicting and wonderful games to play over the past year. I've, collectively, even though it's not 100% recorded, I've probably spent maybe 700 hours on this game, which is stupid long for me. I usually get really bored of games pretty quickly. But honestly, I was so addicted to this game. I got my island to 5 stars within the first month, and I'm a bit burnt out now, but you know, I think that Animal Crossing and Nintendo just did such a wonderful job with this game, and it's become something so special to me that I just had to include it. So yeah, I'll leave you to the drawing. Right, so as you can see, I had multiple attempts with this one, and I kind of went for like a more shaggy look with this, thinking that I would be kind of a homeless person, but I decided to give myself a more current hairstyle that I have, you know, just thought it looked a lot better. But needless to say, Breath of the Wild is my favorite game ever made. I've always loved the Zelda series. Wind Waker was one of the first games that I got enthralled with, but Breath of the Wild just blew it out of the water, and I loved every aspect of the game. I loved that if you just thought, hey, this would just be a stupid thing to do, I'm gonna do it, and it would always give you payoff, and I just loved that. The exploration feature was just so perfect, and I loved the very minimal story that it had, but you just had freedom to explore throughout. Didn't even have to pay attention to the story. I thought that was wonderful. So yeah, I'll leave it to this drawing. I think it turned out pretty nice. I didn't know how to approach this one at all, so I just used the fill bucket on a grid, and I think it turned out alright, but you know, the background of it won't look too good, as you'll see a little bit later, but You know, Terraria was one of the most special games to me for such a long time, and it still rests as one of my favorite games of all time. I've clocked in around maybe 1,400 hours in it, which is stupid, and I know that, but I just think it's wonderful, and I'm real upset that it's officially done now, but I think that the run that it had and the impact it made on me and many other people was great. So yeah, I'll leave it to the drawing. It's not too great. Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games, and specifically the second one. I think it's kind of general consensus that the second one's better. I missed the first part of this recording, and that's okay. You know, the sketching is the worst part of most drawings, so you know, you get to see the final product first. But I think it turned out brilliant. I really like this drawing. I don't know how well it kind of fits the Mario style. I gave myself a little mustache there, but I didn't have time to grow an actual Mario mustache for this. I'm real sorry. But yeah, Adobe Audition crashed, and can't reopen it at the moment. So I'm currently recording this in Audacity. So that's probably going to be used for the rest of the video. Right, but you didn't expect to see this on here, but I love Tetris. I have a desktop app and everything else. Any way I can play Tetris around my life, I love the game. I think it's just so easy to just lose yourself in it, and it's just such a good time waster. During classes, which I know I shouldn't be doing this during classes, but I have a little desktop extension that I use to play Tetris during class, and I just think that it's just a brilliant game. It's timeless. There's no way you could get it wrong. And you know, I was wondering what piece would I be, and I think I would be the long piece because I'm versatile and a long boy. So yeah, enjoy this. I lost little thought here. I really want to wear this actual hoodie, and also those my recording software started picking up my mouse outside the screen, so I don't know why that happened. I am real sorry.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you.
Right, so Before Your Eyes is a very new game, and it might just be recency bias, but I was just amazed with this game. I thought the story was brilliant, I loved the art style, I loved the twists and turns, and if you haven't played it, it's got a really cool game mechanic where it actually takes your blinking, and it changes the game depending on how you blink. You can see me here realizing that it's picking up my mouse, sorry. But I just thought that this game was brilliant, and it's definitely recency bias, probably, but I loved it, and it kind of just shows my love for indie games as well, so I just had to include it. It was brilliant, I loved it.
In a market, in a desert, you'll remember why you came here. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, grip tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if
Little Nightmares is another indie game, but Little Nightmares 2, it's still an indie game, but I loved it so much. I originally found it by watching Jacksepticeye's playthrough through it, but I just thought it was such an amazing game, and I constantly think about it when I think about video games, so I had to include it. I thought that, you know, because I'm wearing a hoodie in all of them, I could kind of take the raincoat design and then turn it into a hoodie. I think this drawing actually turned out pretty nice. Like, I like it a lot. And yeah, I just love this game so much, and I thought that it definitely deserves to be in my 3x3. I should have mentioned earlier that I was sick, so my voice sounds pretty bad. And but ironically, Little Nightmares was the game that I played through when I was going through a really bad flu period, so kind of fits. Thank you. Right, so Kirby Dreamland 3 was such a brilliant game, and I actually only played it recently, but I've always loved Kirby games. I think that Kirby games always put a smile on my face. Kirby is definitely my favorite Nintendo character, but I've always related to Gooey from Kirby Dreamland 3, and I recently played Star Allies with my friends, and one of my friends was Gooey in that, and I knew I'd seen him somewhere, but I couldn't remember where, and it was from this game. So I literally just, it's just a fan art of Gooey, but, you know, I think that I am Gooey. So, little do you know, when you're playing Kirby games, I am in those games, so I've made a cute little cameo there, and if you're watching this video, now you know. So, yeah, hope you enjoy it. This is probably the favourite drawing out of all of them for me. Right, well, you knew this was coming. I wouldn't be a real human being if a Pokemon game wasn't on my 3x3, and Gen 4 is just ultimately the best for me in every way. I think that all three of the starters are amazing, and my favorite Pokemon ever, Quagsire, comes from that gen. This drawing is very cursed, I know, but, yeah, there's the luscious lips that I gave him. It's wonderful. I didn't even need a reference for this. I know Quagsire so well. I know his little hot dog tail, I know his flubby arms. I gave him luscious lips, and later you'll see, to make him look like me, I gave him my hair. I kind of gave up on the hoodie thing for the last two, but you know, he still has my hair, and it's, oh god, it's so cursed. I also gave him the love treatment at the end, and you'll see that. But I really like this drawing, and I'm amazed how close it was to the actual looking of Quagsire before I finished. I tried to do some hard things with heart skills, but it didn't work. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy. So there you have it, a quick little insight into my favourite video games. All of these video games have left a lasting impression. As you can see, there's a little figure of Link back there, which kind of shows how much I love that game. I went back and forth on the rules for the drawings, but I actually think it ended up with a really nice product. Looking at the 3x3, I'd see it and I just think, yeah, that's me. That summed up in like 9 video games. If you did enjoy this video, like and subscribe, and make sure to put on notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a video. They're not all art videos. Go back and watch a couple of others. You might like some that you see. Anyway, thank you for watching through the video. If you've made it to the end, congratulations. You're cool. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.